Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this episode of Sleep News is dedicated to one thing, and you see it behind me. On June 4th, 2020, despite everything that's been going on, we finally have one bit of good news. Sony is showing us the titties. Before the video starts, I want to say three things. One, I hope that you're all staying safe during quarantine. I hope you're all able to meet up with your peoples and you are staying safe while you're around them. And the last two things is justice for George Floyd and justice for Belly Mujinga. Listen, the way the world is moving right now, it's moving crazy. So justice for those two. If you're gonna go to these protests, make sure you stay safe. Make sure you don't contract something from somebody else who might be sick and they don't know it. But also stay safe when it comes to these police, because these men are brutal. Everyone stay safe. But on that heavy note, we're gonna move on to the video. Alright, what is good, everybody? And yes, you heard me right. Sony is finally pinging off the bra and showing us the titties. We're finally gonna start getting information on PS5. Now, what does that mean? That means that more than likely what we're going to be getting some more information about the controller. We already know quite a lot about the controller, but we might know a little bit more. We might be getting some information on any like first party or proprietary headsets or headphones that we're going to be getting from them, due to the fact that they're bringing in this whole new audio system. We're going to get news about the console, probably going to get what it looks like, because I think we have specs, but we don't have a clue as to what it looks like. So I think, like the majority of people are hoping, I think they're hoping that we don't end up with something like a tower like the Xbox Series X, but we get something traditional. I don't know what you'd call this version of console. I'm looking at my PS4. I don't know what kind of thing you'd call it. It's not a tower though. It's just a box. I guess a box. And then we're gonna get more news on games, and in getting games we might be getting other news from that, but like I said, we'll be getting into that. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about the console. We're going to end up getting an idea of what the console now looks like. More than likely we're going to get a box style console instead of a tower. Xbox started to go with a tower design. Now whether Sony wants to do that also, no idea. Sometimes with these things they do evolve over time, and you know, we've been having box style consoles for a long time, so maybe not even a tower, maybe something else, maybe, I don't know, something weird. But more than likely we're probably going to get another box, but it's going to look real sleek, because obviously we've seen what the controller looks like. The controller looks way different than what we're sort of used to. Like there's a lot of lights on it, as in we've got the LED strip that goes around the touchpad. The way that it's sectioned off is just completely different. So more than likely we'll be ending up with something that looks along par with the controller. So that means we're going to actually be getting probably a predominantly white console to what we usually get, which is a predominantly black console or a flat black console. We're probably going to understand whether we're going to be getting any particular headphones, because obviously Sony's stated that they're getting this whole new sound engine put in where you're able to hear sound from all over the place. So maybe they're going to start supplying their own headphones with the console, because that would make sense. If it's as new and high tech as they say it is, then it would make sense for them to supply their own thing, because you know, I've had experience using off-brand controllers. Other people have used off-brand other items as well, and sometimes they work either just as good, or they end up crapping out over a certain amount of time, or they don't work to begin with. So more than likely Sony will probably end up trying to bring out their own thing. So we might be getting bundles where we get the console plus a game and the headphones. But obviously June 4th is when we're going to find out solidly about any of that. Also, there is a list of games that we do have for PS5 that have already been confirmed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flash up a list. You're going to see it, boom. So this list that we've got is a list of about 38 games that are out, but what we're going to focus on is, you can see the key up the top. The red is 12 months, the yellow is 6 to 12 months, and the green is the launch window. So it could come out it's either coming out maybe before PS5, or it's going to come out as PS5 launches. The games that we're going to be looking at, or the games that are coming out that probably will be a launch title, would be Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dirt 5, FIFA 21, Godfall, Madden 21, NHL 21, Observer System Redux, Outriders, Quantum Error, Rainbow Six Siege, Redo Enhanced Edition, Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2, Warframe, and WRC9, or World Rally Championship 9. Now, with all of those games, like I was gonna say, with them being launch titles, there's potentiality to have limited editions. Now, judging from what we have as launch titles, the two most likely to get a limited edition console would probably be Godfall and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, you're probably wondering why I chose those two games. The reason being is because the other games don't seem like they'd have enough weight to warrant them having their own limited edition. You get FIFAs every year, because then if we got one console, people will just keep wanting more and more FIFA consoles. They want more updated ones, they want ones with their favorite player on it, but also, even if they didn't use the player and they wanted to just, it'll just be like a football. It's not super exciting. Maybe like a stadium would be cool. With Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we've got a whole bunch of different things. You've got the main protagonist. You've got any like any Nordic riding that would be within the game. The sceneries that are in the game, and that goes for the same with Godfall. Like the sceneries, the characters, the symbols that are used, the weapons. There's just a lot more to use when making a limited edition console with those games than any of these other ones. Dirt 5 and WRC9, you know, you could have a cool little like a rally car drifting and kicking up a whole bunch of dirt behind it. That would be kind of cool, but it comes down to what people are probably going to buy more of, and really and truthfully, people would be more inclined to buy like an Assassin's Creed limited edition or a Godfall limited edition. We're going to hear about games that aren't on this list also. So there's a bunch of other games that might be a lot of original IP. It might be a lot of things that are getting sequels. Like I know for a fact now that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is probably going to be coming out for the PS5. It probably won't be a launch title, but it's definitely coming out. It's like the same thing we can say about Elder Scrolls 6 or GTA 6, like Horizon Zero Dawn or God of War 2. Like we know these games are going to be coming. That's also going to confirm a lot of games that we know that are coming, but it's like I said I've said this in a previous video, it's just good to know that these games are coming and you hear it from the console that it's coming out of, like those people's mouths, because then we know for certain. There's no sense of, oh, it's up in the air for however long, because we'll actually potentially get like a rough time frame. But we're also going to get nailed down prices for the PlayStation as well. But there's a lot of stuff that we're going to see, and a lot of stuff that we're going to hear, and we can all finally put our assumptions to bed. We can all finally witness the titties together, and it's going to be a sight to behold. With that, this is, like I said, this episode was just dedicated to this PS5, just because this is the biggest news of the week. It's going to be amazing. We're going to get so much information finally. We're going to start being able to know what's actually coming and what we're going to get. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Comment down below whether you agree with me. Comment what you think we're going to be getting and what else we're going to get, and if I missed off anything. Also comment whether you think what limited edition PS5 console you would like to get from this launch. So yeah, make sure you follow me on there, and on June 4th as well, over on Twitch as well, I'm going to live stream when that video comes out, and we can watch it together and we can all react to it and we can talk about it after we see it. Hope you enjoyed your time here. That's my time. It's been your boy Sleep, and I'm out. Peace.